Be careful. Okay. We'll turn on the... Hi, everybody.
Oh my God,
Turn on TV.
This
5. That should do it. Okay. Jingle's gonna... Well, I'm gonna be reading. He's just gonna listen. This is Jingle. Now he responds to books and more. I gotta get the girl, but I can't remember her name. And we're gonna read Jingle all the way. I wish Benny was in here, so I can read it to her. It's basically I'm reading it to myself, but that's okay. I think. Where's the... Oh. I need the DVD, because it came with the DVD. So I'm not reading that thing. I think... It's something too. Should be little. Oh yeah, I have this too. I can try to look. I forgot about this. Where's the CDs at? I have a Gothic stuff in one, and the jingle. This came with the CD. It might be. Oh, because I've been right here. And then they're down here. No, doesn't look like it. Maybe they should be, but they're not. Well, like you can hear the text scene. How is it working now? How are you working?
Jingle's ready for you to read his story to him.
Okay. Well, I can't find the CD. I guess I have to read it by my voice. Get him back together. Okay. Jingle all the way. There are lots of stories about good little boys and girls. But there aren't many stories about good little dogs. But this is a story about Jingle the husky pup. And Jingle was a good dog. Let me get my glasses on so I can see better. Well, you guys can see me. What's the book? Okay. He never made a mess. He never chewed holes in things. He never, not even once, kept people awake at night with his barking. And he always, almost always did what he was told. And then it says no dogs allowed.
Jingle's ready for you to read his story to him.
I am trying to read it to you, but I can't find the DVD. One day, Jingle was resting beside the front steps of Pinwheel Elementary School. Suddenly, the school bell rang. The school bell began clanging out loud, and the children who were inside ran inside. That made Jingle very happy. So he came back the next day, and the same thing happened. The bell rang, and the children hurried out. It was amazing. Kevin patted his belly. Sarah scratched his ears. Jennifer said, "Jingle, you're a good dog." Jingle loved to bark hello. Jingle even loved to sing.
Jingle's ready for you to read his story to him.
But what Jingle loved most was being with his friends. He liked to race Kevin to the edge. What?
I'm going to go out to the gun range for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But what Jingle loved most was being with his friends. He liked to race Kevin to the edge of the schoolyard. Every day Kevin said, "Bye, Jingle. It's time for me to go." Sometimes he followed Sarah to the school bus, but Sarah only said, "Sorry, Jingle, I've got to go home."
Jingle's ready for you to read his story to him.
I really don't want to read this. It takes forever to read. I read slow. One snowy day, Jingle even dashed all the way to Jennifer's house. Jennifer laughed. "Silly dog, Jingle, you're gotta go home." Usually Jingle did exactly what he was told, but since he didn't have a home, he couldn't go there. Instead, he went back to Pineville Elementary and waited for the school bell. He waited all night and all day, but it didn't ring.
Jingle's ready for you to read his story to him.
Read it, you Jingle. Jingle decided to look for his friends. After all, they were the closest thing he had to a family. He searched everywhere, but the kids were nowhere to be found. Then Jingle remembered seeing a very long line of kids at the toy store. What were they waiting for so patiently? Was it important? The very thought of finding his friends made Jingle want to sing. But when Jingle arrived at the store, there were no children. There was only a colorful storefront window and a whole lot of quiet. Jingle was tired from all his searching, so he made his way behind the toy store and plopped into the first soft place he found and fell fast asleep. And even though it didn't feel like a home, it was quite cozy. Moments later, someone carefully lifted the bag Jingle had snuggled into. Well, what have we here? A voice spoke warmly. Someone all alone. It's at Christmas. Placing the green velveteen bag in the front on his shed, the man remembered a letter he'd been given earlier that day from a good little boy in the toy store. Ho, 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 he said to himself. This gives me an idea. He wasn't sure what was going to happen, but suddenly Jingle felt very happy. We're almost done. Benny came in. You can't see her. She's listening. Benny, the puppy doggy. Well, she's not a puppy anymore. She'll be 7 years old in July. My Benny. The next morning, Jingle was surrounded by the smell of pine and peppermint. There was a fancy collar around his neck with a bell that jingled whenever he moved. Jingle. But the best surprise of all came when Jingle saw Andrew, one of his friends from school. "It's Jingle," Andrew said. "Jingle, you're such a good dog."
Jingle's ready for you to read his story to him.
We're almost done, Jingle. Last page. The two friends spent the rest of Christmas Day playing together, jingles bells ringing merrily. All the while that night before Andrew turned out the lights in his room, Jingle hopped into the bed. Andrew said, "Jingle stay," and Jingle did. Good boy, Jingle. I should have showed you the pictures, but that would have been even taken longer. So I'll show you the pictures. Sorry, you can't really see it from back here. I'm not gonna. Oh, sorry, Ribbon. Sorry, I'm going as fast. Looks like a school bus there. Yep. I think that was Sarah. Might post this today or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I got this. Jingle in this book, and there was a CD with it, but I don't know what happened to it. I got it Kohl's, like probably maybe 2013. So 5 years ago, I think 5 years ago. Yeah, I was with my nephew Aiden. Yeah, I think it might have been 2013 or maybe 2014. All I just know is with my nephew Aiden. I think that was 2013. 13 or 14, I don't remember. But it's been a long time. 2013 was 5 years ago. 14 4 years ago. So either 4 or 5 years ago I got this. And yeah, it's this is book 1. And there's I need to get book 2, it looks like. I need to get book 2. I can't, it's a book 2, a snow day for Jingle. I think there's one for a girl husky dog. I can't remember her name. I'll have to see if I can find it. But that's it. Goodbye.